everything that led me to kill this big boy.
And don't think you have to move out to Iowa to kill a big deer. Put the time and work in, you might be surprised what big boys are hiding.
I don't have hundreds of thousands of acres to do the work, fruit plots. All right, guys, you asked for it. An update on my red osier dogwood cuttings, how they're rooting out, and with my magic willow water, soaking them with the willows. And look at all the willows we got here to transplant. As you guys can see, we do have roots getting established here. You can see the roots coming out of the dogwood. The willows have a lot better roots. These have been soaking for about 6 weeks here. If you guys haven't heard of red osier dogwood and willows relating to deer, more importantly, big bucks bedding and browsing and screening and cover, all of the above, red osier dogwood and willows are some of your best buck habitat you could have on your hunting property. We're going to go over red osier dogwood cuttings and willow cuttings and how to make it a success and how to create better deer habitat, especially big buck habitat on your hunting property. Say hi. Hi. We got our dogwood willow cuttings. We're gonna go get them in the ground. You got them, Dane?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the plants. Let's go get them in the ground. The deer. There were the deer. All right, this is what we're looking for. Not this part of the willow, it's all woody. But see this part of the willow that's coming off? That's what we're gonna cut. There we go. You want them about 2 feet in length. So I cut it at an angle so I know which side's the bottom, because you gotta stick the bottom in the ground. Willows are super resilient. I like about 2 feet, 24 inches up to about 30 inches. We're going to be sticking about 8 inches in the ground. So here's our willow. Right here, this is where the roots are going to come out. So you cut right below that. That's going in the ground. We'll clean this up. Want it about pencil size. So that looks pretty good. That's going to be a good dogwood plant right there. So we're going to soak this in with the willow cuttings. Some guys say it's like magic willow water. You soak it in the willows, it'll get those roots to come out, which is going to up the survival rate of your dogwood. All right, guys, I got my willow cuttings, I got my dogwood cuttings. So now we're going to soak both of these in water, and the willow is going to put off a root hormone, and it's going to get roots to come out of this red osier dogwood. That's the problem. That's why red osier dogwood, you know, last year, 2 years ago, a lot of videos I watch, the success rate, yeah, guys just cut them off, stick them in the ground. They're not going to make it. I'm doing an update so we can see the roots coming out of the bottom of these. All right, guys, if you saw my dogwood willow cuttings video, everyone wanted an update. I've been soaking these with the willows, the red osier dogwood with the willows, and the willows have the rooting hormone, which gets these dogwood to start shooting out some little roots. The willows have excellent roots. These have been soaking about 6 weeks, and the dogwoods are just starting to get going on their roots. Just starting to go here. But the willows, my gosh, these have been soaking for about 6 weeks. Look at the roots on these willows. So you can see I got a lot of willows to transplant here today. We're out here with my son Dane, and we're getting some willows in the ground and some dogwood. Are you going to help Daddy plant?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, high five. Let's get some dogwood and willows in the ground, guys. So you can see we got some good areas here. Some nice bare spots that we kind of ripped up with the four-wheeler that are going to be good willow planting spots, because this reed canary grass really likes to take over. So I might even spray a little bit around it to kill it. So I mean, this stuff will get 6 feet tall. We need these willows and dogwood to get some good sunlight. So we're going to spray a little bit of the canary grass where we plant some of the willow and dogwood cuttings. Let's get to planting some cuttings. So, you guys have a big area that's overrun with reed canary grass. That's what this is. I got about 3 acres here. I'm gonna transform from reed canary grass. This stuff is super thick. Yeah, it provides good deer bedding in the summertime, but guess what? In the fall and winter, as soon as you get the first real windy day, that first cold snap or snow, it lays down flat. It's basically useless in my opinion. All right guys, a little update. Willow planting's going good. Look at the roots on these things. Look how thick that is. There's a real good chance this willow is going to survive because I took the time to get roots established. Same with the dogwood, especially the dogwood. It's even more fussy than the willow. So I got a little hole dug. Stick her in. Those roots are real fragile. Got her in there. A dibble bar or a little shovel. Pat her down. And voila. There's our willow tree. Like I said, I'm spray this canary grass to wipe out the competition, but this willow's got a real good chance of establishing and creating a real good willow thicket here, which big bucks love to bed in. So let's get the canary grass out. Let's get the willows and dogwood in. Dane, help push these willows in.
Look at the tree.
Look at the tree, yep. We're gonna hinge cut some of those box elder trees.
Little tree.
Should we hinge cut them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you see all the willows behind me and Dane here? I don't know if you guys can see, but we planted probably 100 willows. We show all the willows we planted?
Yes.
Okay, here's a willow. Look, the willows. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, don't knock them over.
Okay.
You put them in the dirt.
Sure.
Don't knock the trees over. And we're spray all this grass in here. And look at all these willows. Yeah. Planting them about 4 rows deep. All the way down. There's some pretty good sized willows. The soil's super wet. So these willows are all leafed out. They're all rooted and leafed out already. We should have a good establishment of willows here in a couple of years. They spread like wildfire when they get going. So I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll do a yearly update. We'll see how these look like next spring as well. So happy to get some willows in the ground, create better deer habitat. So those of you that might not think willows do well with canary grass, well, right here behind me I got some established willows. You can see the little ones coming up. I just planted this bigger one, but the little ones you can see are coming up and growing in here, right here. Here's the established ones. See how they're coming out? So I just filled in the gaps with some bigger ones to help these spread. See, they're spreading naturally. They're spreading naturally in this canary grass, but I'm helping them out with some bigger cuttings, and this will be a nice little willow thicket for the deer to bed in, big bucks to bed in. And if I can hold that many more does, it's going to lead to that many more bucks coming during the rut. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Share the channel with someone that you think would enjoy it. We're going to be putting a whole lot of food plots and a whole lot of content relating to chasing and taking down big bucks coming up here. So hit that subscribe button, you'll get notifications. We got a lot more videos coming, guys. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next week.